Real quickly, we're going to do our drawings, and then we'll turn our program over to George. Yes. Okay, small pot, Martha Bertrees. Oh, wow. You got everything? You have your marbles? I'm here, and I've got my marbles. Good for you. Okay. And then the large pot, 633-482. 482. Again. 633-482. 482.
You can move the microphone out front.
Out front?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep, just in front of the table.
Thank you, Billy. You're welcome. Thank you.
So we'll try again. Okay, I'm going to turn the program over to George Malachuk from RecognizeGood, and he will carry on the program from here.
We are simply doing a quick rearrangement here because we're going to have streaming video going over the internet on YouTube, and to make sure we get the sound, we have a microphone over here. I thought we were going to be over there, but we'll just do everything right here. So I just need a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Do you need help? Unless you want to move that ABC guys.
In the line of the camera, please. I'll stick to any of them.
Set up. I talked with Dorsey a while back. We were trying to find a location and a time to do this, and I saw on the website that you have a meeting on Wednesday the 27th, and that was supposed to be a time that Dorsey was supposed to talk about the Kite Festival, and Bunnie was going to, I guess, tell him what to say or whatever. Anyhow, I said, can we do this presentation? And he said yes. And I was like, well, this guy's really amenable. You know, I realized if I do the talking and Bobby does the talking, Dorsey and Bunnie don't have to say very much. So you're going to see a couple of things on your table. And before we get started, just to highlight these things. First off, you'll see our RecognizeGood program for the Say Thanks Austin campaign of 2013. We did that back in February. And inside you can see our legends from 2013, Bunnie and Dorsey will be in there for our Say Thanks Austin 2014 campaign. Second, you'll see a RecognizeGood newsletter on the table. Feel free to take those. And there's also a sign-up sheet. I'm not ready to go yet. This is the unofficial part. That's my coach and mentor back there. And feel free to take that if you want. And there's a sign-up sheet at the table. You can put your email address on there, and we will send you the newsletters. Fourth, if you would like to nominate someone like Bunnie or Dorsey for the good things they do in the community, there are some recognition cards. And this is one way you can nominate somebody. Write a quick description of what they've done, mail it to us. You can go to our website and put in the recognition that way. If all else fails, my contact info is on the website. You can contact me, and I'll get that in. And the last thing I need to mention to you is you'll see some Ethics in Business and Community Award nomination cards. Now, our Ethics and Business Community Luncheon for this year is going to be May 2nd at the AT&T Conference. It'll be 11 o'clock. And we will hand out awards to large, small businesses, individuals for what they've done for the community in terms of ethics. And if you'd like to nominate someone for next year, here's your card. Okay, all set. You guys ready? Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Elm Room at the Holiday Inn here in Central Texas and Central Austin. We're pleased to be here on this 27th day of March to honor Bunnie and Dorsey Twidwell for their work with the Zilker Kite Festival. What I'm going to do is make some acknowledgments, tell you a little bit about Recognize Good, and then we'll get into the real good portion where we have Bobby Jenkins going to be giving us some information about the background and make some presentations to Bunnie and Dorsey. But first, a couple of folks that I'd like to recognize. First off, Andrew Cooper in the back. He's our President and CEO of the Tyrex Group. Right beside him in the blue shirt is Mr. Steve Barkley, one of our past legends. Steve is actually 38 years old, but he looks like he's 48. His wife says he acts like he's 15. Now, Steve is over 30 years, over 50 years, has donated almost 30 gallons of blood to the Blood Tissue Center. Also, we have Mr. Dave Fendrick from the Round Rock Express. If you see our videos from the Say Thanks Austin campaign, you'll see Dave handing out some checks to legends from last February. And a gentleman who has done a lot of work with Recognize Good, particularly this, he's our nominator, he's our speaker, he's our presenter. In fact, he's done more work on this than I have. That's Mr. Bobby Jenkins. So let me tell you a little bit about Recognize Good, how we got started and what it does. Back in 2007, the Tyrex Group was an award winner in the Ethics and Business competition. And together with the Samaritan Counseling Center, and later, right over here you see Tyrex, Samaritan, and ABC Home and Commercial Services, which is also an Ethics and Business Award winner, got together and came up with an idea for saying thanks to people when saying thank you face-to-face just really doesn't take care of a business. And so Recognize Good developed a website, RecognizeGood.org, where you can go and say thanks on the internet to someone who has done great and wonderful things. You can say thanks to your family, aunts, uncles, moms, dads, kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, all those folks who have done wonderful things. Your friends here in Austin and literally worldwide. Your acquaintances, those folks who have worked with you in your business or worked with you in your volunteer efforts, or those folks who have coached your kids in different sports, you can say thanks to them. So in 2008, we started the program. In 2010, we found that we were getting a number of recognitions in that seemed to rise above the others. These were what we like to think of as ordinary citizens doing extraordinary things. In 2010, we started Recognize Good, Legends. That's the key, Recognize Good, Legends. And through 2010, 2011, and 2012, we've had over 31 different people become legends. They become legends because they have an extraordinary deed that they've done, or they've repeated a deed numerous times. For instance, we had one lady, Dorothy Hodson, who volunteered over 33,000 hours to the South Austin Medical Center. And so we recognized her. Unfortunately, she passed away before we could actually recognize her, but her son stood in her stead, and we were grateful to be able to honor Dorothy for the work that she had done. And in 2011, and in 2012, and 2013, we had what we call a Say Thanks Austin campaign. The Say Thanks Austin campaign is a way for people around the world to say thanks to the legends of the previous calendar year. In each of those presentations, Recognize Good, the foundation, presented the team or legend that received the most thank yous $10,000 to pay forward to the charity of their choice. And as Legends of 2013, Bunnie and Dorsey will become eligible for that prize in our Say Thanks Austin campaign, which we'll probably have in February February 7th of 2014. So that's a little bit about Recognize Good, what we are and what we've done. But I'm going to step aside here and ask Mr. Bobby Jenkins to come up and get to the really good portion of the ceremony.
Thank you, George. And I just want to echo a little bit about what George was talking about. And you know, Recognize Good is kind of a new organization, but I find it to be one of the more unique organizations in all of Central Texas, and anywhere that I've seen, actually. I mean, what is cooler than telling people thank you for things that they've done for the community? And I just find it to be a unique organization. I've never seen one like it. And the people, I really hope that you'll take this that's on your table, because this gives you a really good snapshot of the amazing people that are in our community that do what I really believe are amazing things. They truly are the unsung heroes that are amongst us all over the place, that do these incredible things, not because they want to see their name in lights and not because they want recognition, because it comes from the heart. And it's an absolutely amazing group. And every time we do one of these ceremonies, or Les and I, every month, we do a little radio spot where we recognize that month's legend. And so every time I kind of get a 60-second script that we go read it. And every time that I read it, I'm absolutely amazed at what people do in our community, for our community, just because they're wonderful people. And so this is a neat day for me personally today, because, and you guys all know this, the cool thing about this today, to be here with everybody at the Exchange Club, I'm not having to tell y'all something you don't know. I'm not telling you about some people that I've got introduced to you. I'm going to be talking about some people that you know are as deserving as there are two individuals in our community for the hard work, the selfless work, that once again, they're not looking for the limelight. They're doing things because it's the kind of people they are. And it just makes me so unbelievably proud to have the opportunity to introduce Bunnie and Dorsey. It was to the fact that they are being recognized for this award, because I find this award to be incredibly meaningful. I think there's plenty of awards around town, but when you are a Recognized Good legend, it's for something really, really special. And that's what Bunnie and Dorsey are to me, and I know they are to all of y'all. Everybody here knows for the last 14, 15, 16 years, whatever it is, as ABC has just fairly recently gotten involved in the Kite Festival here in town and gotten to actually truly work elbow to elbow with many of you in the Exchange Club. But the work, the tireless work, the unbelievable amount of dedication that Bunnie and Dorsey put into the Kite Festival, it is as inspirational as what I've ever seen two people do for an event and a cause. The energy, the effort, the focus that they put into making that Kite Festival happen, which, let me just say this, I think is an absolutely phenomenal event. I mean, to have 40,000, and I'm going with the high number. I've seen a couple of numbers. I'm in sales, okay? I always go with the high number. So 40,000 is the number that I've seen, and that's what I'm going with. But whatever the number is out there at Zilker Park, man, it is a whole bunch of folks. And the Kite Festival, as you all know, and this is where I think all of this really ties together so well, the Kite Festival is such an unbelievably unique event for Austin. It is so family-oriented. It's about enjoying Austin, Texas. It's about doing something that everybody can do. I mean, what's more American than going outside in the spring and flying a kite? So the Kite Festival is something, and it's 84 years, whatever it is now. It's amazing, but I'm telling you, having Bunnie and Dorsey having been leading the charge on that for the last 14 years is truly something that I know everybody in the Exchange Club is grateful for, and I can tell you in our 2-year association now with the Kite Festival, I just can't tell y'all how much I appreciate and how much I admire the work that you do, the leadership that you exhibit, and what an unbelievably wonderful and successful event. So when it came time to thinking about who are people in our community that are worthwhile legends, it's like, I know 2 people. And so Les and I got together, and we were so proud to be able to nominate Bunnie and Dorsey. And of course, you know, when you read their resume and you see what the Kite Festival is and you see what it means to Austin and the history and the work that goes into it, it's one of those slam dunk kind of recipients for it. And so I am absolutely honored to have the opportunity to be here today to recognize you guys for the great work that you've done for the Kite Festival. So if y'all will come on up, we've got a couple of things that we want to present to you.
Yes, and also Steve, if you would come up, please. The first I want to give is to Bonnie Finch as the president.
Yes.
Give her the cup.
There's one of our cups, Bunnie. Thank you so much.
And for Ron and Pearl Mueller, if you'd come up and receive a cup.
We're going to make you come all the way up here.
Okay, and RecognizeGood cup
And-
with the target cards.
Okay, and with this, we have some, just, once again, this is not about somebody winning an award and a prize and money and things like that, okay? This is about, this is the most selfless kind of folks that any of us, I know, any of you know, and that definitely that I know, but there is a little gift card. It's just a very small thank you for the work that you do and to recognize that for each of you. And that's all nice.
This goes to Bunnie.
And we have a plant. Bunnie gets it. I'm sorry you don't, Dorsey.
Book of Good Deeds with the nomination.
Yeah, this is very cool. It is a book of the good deeds with what you've been doing and some pictures that go with it. So we want to present that to you. But now this is the part that is the coolest part in my mind about RecognizeGood. You know, people do things for the organizations that they're passionate about. And obviously, Bunnie and Dorsey are beyond passionate about the Exchange Club, about the Kite Festival, communities and schools, and everything that goes into it. But what we do at RecognizeGood is we give them an award, and this is the part that I just love, and it's the pay it forward. And so we are making an award, a cash donation award to Bunnie and Dorsey in their name that they have chosen to pay forward to the Exchange Club in the amount of $1,000. So I'll present that to you. And so here's the check that really will go through the drive-through that goes with that. So now here's your assignment, okay? This comes with a little bit of an assignment. George talked about what happens in February of next year. So we do a legend every month, okay? I guess we'll have 8 of them over the course of the year, 8 or 9. And then at the beginning of next year, we have a grand legend deal, and it's like George said, it's the Say Thanks Austin. So each one of those persons that are in this brochure right here, well, you can go online, and we call it saying thanks. Some people might call it voting, and I would never be accused of doing that. But you say thanks, and you go online, and you just click a thing, and it says thanks, and you might want to thank all of the 9, or you might want to thank the ones that you know the most and the best. And this is truly, in politics, one of those vote early and vote often deals. because you will have the opportunity. It's about a month's voting time. 3 weeks. Three weeks to the polls will be open, and we can vote. And I can assure you that what I will be coming back to y'all again at some point to say, hey, it's time to go online to vote and to vote for Bunnie and Dorsey, because like George said, that's a $10,000 award that would be in their name to pay forward. Okay, so it's a big deal. It's a neat deal, and it's one that goes to some worthwhile people, and there'll be some wonderful additional stories then. But I can tell you, I'm pretty certain where my heart and vote's going to go. But I just want to once again thank the Exchange Club, because without y'all, ABC wouldn't have had the opportunity to get involved with the Kite Festival, and it wouldn't have had the opportunity to get to know Bunnie and Dorsey in the way that we have. And I just want to tell them, obviously, how they are deserving of this award. I mean, that's clear and obvious, but how much I admire them and how much I appreciate the work that they do and how much I absolutely love working with them on the Kite Festival. And I actually look forward to being able to do that for a long, long time. So to both of y'all, congratulations and thank you very much.
First of all, I just want to say thank you. Bobby said we've worked tirelessly, and I have to say that's not exactly true. We have gotten tired, and and I bring that up because the people in this room that I call friends have seen Bunnie and Dorsey get tired, and it means a lot to us that you're all here today and sharing this with us, because even though you saw those moments, and they all come to mind now that I mention it, you're still here and you're still friends, and that's a lot of the value of this club and being in a service club like the Exchange Club. And for that, I say thank you for being here and sharing this moment with. Martha gave me Ralph's vest to wear at the Kite Festival. Behind the vest, I'm sure Ralph must have used it a lot, was this tie. And I've never really had an occasion to wear it, but it felt very special today because, as we all know, those of you who've been with us for this ride, I often say this is all Ralph's fault for getting Bunnie and Dorsey into the club and encouraging us, and Ralph and Martha and Wing, Barbara, very special people to us, and it means a lot. And I'm glad he's here with us. And we too, Bobby, look forward to maybe not 85 years together, the next 85 together, but maybe we can build the bridge to the next folks who can keep it going. That's our dream. And thank y'all. Bunnie, did you want to say something?
I just want to thank RecognizeGood. I never even thought of being a legend. That never even occurred to me. But it's a fabulous feeling, and we couldn't have gotten here without all the people who've worked on this huge effort, which is not only for the families of the city of Austin, but also for the kids it helps too. So thank y'all very, very much.
I think I heard that right when they said they're going to be around for another 85 years to do this. Okay. Well, thank you all for letting us be a part of the Exchange Club. And thanks to Bunnie and Dorsey for giving new meaning to the phrase, go fly a kite, and all the positive aspects that come out of that. We'll conclude by saying, if you have someone that you know is deserving of being a legend, somebody like Bunnie and Dorsey or somebody like Steve Barkley, let us know, because you can change the world by telling us about the person who changed yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming today, and thank you, Bunnie and Dorsey and Bobby and Les. We appreciate all of this so much. We don't do enough for Bunnie and Dorsey, but we try. We love them, and they always work so hard on the Kite Festival. They're always very tired after and still recouping, I'm sure, right now. And our next board meeting will be April the 9th at Martha Bertrese's house. We'll be talking Kite Festival next year. So that's our goal for right now. Don't have any other announcements other than the end of April. I do have the National Exchange Club president coming to visit with us on April 24th, and Virgil. Oh, sure. There are lots of people here that need to be introduced. Thank you for reminding me. At this table, y'all know Bobby Jenkins and Les, and I don't know any of the other people.
I'm Dave Fendrick with the Round Rock Express.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm Carolyn Knack. I'm with RecognizeGood. RecognizeGood.
And Martha, you have a guest?
Robert Ferguson!
And at the back, we know that fellow. And I know George. Y'all know George?
I was late.
We're glad you're here.
George Wagner. I run a junior university in Georgetown.
I'm Andrew Cooper. I'm the president of Pyrex Group. Pleasure to meet you. And Paul Dean, Recognize Good. Ryan Stout, Recognize Good. Ron Locke, Recognize Good.
And at this table, we have Roberta
My wife Roberta Sharp.
and Barbara Evans. We're so glad to have them as guests. And at this table, we have Georgia Mead. So nice to have you. It's nice to have the Stankies with us today. Did I say it right?
Hey, you got it.
And George, we're glad to have you today.
Thank you very much.
If I can barge in for just a moment, two other things I need to bring up. Number one, George Wagner is another one of our legends. His work with the Georgetown Partners in Education has been tremendous over the past 85 years, right? And also, you see soup mugs and pens and brochures. Feel free to take those with you whenever you leave. And Bonnie, thank you very much.
You're welcome. We're so glad to have you all today. Unity for Service. Have a good week.